Hey everybody, this is CPR43 with a brand new update for you guys. So, a bit of a quick update, I hope, but I just want to go over some things that have gone on and everything else. As you can see, I actually cleaned up my desk space here. I guess it was finally time to do so because the older place sheet that I had sitting there was a complete disaster. It was full of paint and dust and so on, so it was definitely time to swap that out for a new one, and it looks perfect now. It's all nice and clean. You can notice that my toolbox that I had sitting over there, which has been in almost every update that I've had at this spot, it's actually also getting cleaned up. It was really dusty. It's full of junk that I don't even use. It just pretty much anything that was inside of that thing was pretty much garbage. So I'm just tidying that up. It may come back next update, but I don't know. I just haven't even touched it yet because it's a complete disaster, but it'll get done, as most things will at some point. So, anyways, let's get started with the update. I have a new piece of rolling stock to show you guys. There's a little bit of a backstory to this. If you guys remember that old Athearn Blue Box Sioux Line grain hopper that I got, it was a rib side 3-bay, I think it was. So 1GZ Power had given me that car, and I had I had had it for a few months, and then I sold it to Trains and Such at Super Train earlier this year, because I was trying to kind of downgrade and trying to earn some money from the cars that I just found weren't really that much of use on my layout anymore. So that was one of the cars I gave away. This past Tuesday, 1GZ Power came over to the club and we ran some trains, and he actually gave me a brand new one. So here it is. This is the new Sioux Line hopper that I got. It's a rib side. It's also an Athearn, but it's actually it's believed to be like one of the first release RTRs. So this is a very old RTR, probably 90s or something from what he believes. Yeah, it actually comes in an Athearn Blue Box. I'll show you guys that right here. It's really cool to own one of these. These are really interesting boxes. It's definitely brings back good times, I guess. I do remember having, I think, a couple of blue boxes when I first was introduced to the hobby at another house, my dad's house. All that stuff is stored or something like that. I haven't seen that stuff in years, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I've seen a couple of those blue boxes. I know Model Baron Hobbies here in the city used to sell a lot of those blue boxes before they sold out. But once Blue Box was finished, well, you just don't see them anymore. So it's really cool to own one, and definitely brings a good feeling to me. But anyways, let's take a look at the car. So it's a very nice car for sure. It's more detailed for sure. It's much better shape than the other one. The paint is really crisp, and it is unbelievably crisp too. So you can just kind of see that right there. The detail is absolutely incredible. But again, it's an older RTR, so there is its downfalls, but it's got nice weight to it. Metal wheels, KD couplers. Everything. It looks perfect, and I hope to use this car a lot in the future. Plan to weather it, of course, and just have lots of fun with it. It's got lots of potential on this layout here, and I can't wait to, give it plenty of use and make it feel at home. So that's it for that. I really appreciate 1GZ Power for giving me the car, just out of kind of feeling I don't know if you could say guilty, but whatnot, because the other car, how it ended up. But he didn't really have to do it, but he did it anyways. I really appreciate that, so I can't thank him enough. So now we'll move on to the locomotives here. I do have just a little bit of new details to show you guys. So here's the GP9. So you can kind of see, I'll bring this in a little bit closer and focus in on that so you guys can see what's going on. So I changed out the drop steps, those Miniatures by Rick drop steps, for looks like they're kind of like Details Associates ones. I'm actually not sure what kind. I just kind of found them sitting around. I didn't even realize I still had them. But these kind of ended up in some package that I picked up, and so this is what I got. And they're really nice. They have much more realistic look to them and so on. They flip up and down, which is something that I really like about them. I also got these MU stands here. Now I painted this one to match the prototype, so looks pretty cool. We got the red receptacle and then the gray receptacle. And honestly, it's the MU stand that really adds to the front end detail. You can't exactly see it because my lighting just absolutely sucks, but you can kind of see that. And then I did the same thing at the back here, so you can kind of take a look there. I kept the my photos don't really show a lot, my reference photos, but I just left the two receptacles red. And there shouldn't really even be a receptacle on the top, but it's just how the MU thing came out, so that's what I'm going to use. Not much of a problem with me. As long as it's close, it's fine. So there you go. Still working on a lot on this GP9. It's come a long way. I actually found a photo from March last year, and wow, it's unbelievable how much this thing has changed. Right now I'm working on the rear pilot block, which goes in this little space back here. So these are actually the pieces sitting right here. So styrene for most of the part, but this middle piece right here is my cardboard paper, which you actually could see sitting right in the background there. So it's ready for assembly. Right now I'm just waiting for some CA glue, and because I'd really like some CA in my arsenal before I get started with doing that. So that's it for the GP9. Now just a little quick thing with the ES44. While 1JZ power was down, he brought me a few Sinclair antennas, two of which were Athearn Genesis ones. I really like these Athearn Genesis Sinclair antennas. As you can see, there's one right there, and then there's another one right over here. So I kind of did the offset as I've seen from prototype photos on the internet, and I did the best that I could, nice and close to the PTC antennas, and it looks fantastic. So these Sinclair antennas look really good, or ice skate antennas, whatever you want to call them, but they have a little bit more depth to them, a little bit more detail as well than the RTR ones that I'm used to. These look really good. I really like them. They're certainly not like Kato ones as I've seen. They're absolutely huge, and unbelievably, why would they do that? And then there's the RTR ones, which I've seen, and those are like kind of looking a little bit flimsy, but these are perfect. They've got some very nice appearance from what I can see. I also updated a little bit of the grab irons and whatnot. I painted all the grab irons that should be black, and then I did a few of those white striped ones. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's kind of right below the C there. And then I also did that one right there. You can kind of see that. So yeah, that's what I've got done, and now I just have to worry about that stupid decoder that's in there, but again, that's not really much I can do about that. I know it's getting close to finally going kaput, and that'd be it. So yeah, sad story with that, but a good story with the detail. I'm happy with it, but again, this locomotive could be doing better. Again and again, there's nothing much I can do. So that is pretty much it, guys, for the update. Nothing else really going on, so I guess that'll wrap it up. So I hope you enjoyed the update, guys, and I'll try to get some more stuff finished up for the next one, whenever that will be. And I hope you enjoyed this one. So until the next video, guys, this is CPR43, and good luck.